couple of miles away from the Loomis household. Walter Morris and Kathy Gogol had gone into the woods in order to do some practice shooting. They drove their car into a pathway and discovered that it was blocked by a log. When they got out to move that log, they discovered a woman who clearly suffered a traumatic wound to her head, surprisingly still alive. She wasn't able to speak, but she did have some raspy breath. And so they immediately swooped her up and drove as fast as they could to the nearest hospital.
On the drive to the hospital, there was a moment that they realized she had likely passed.
On the evening of the 23rd at Stevens Memorial Hospital down in South Snohomish County, I was directed to a deceased female between 17 and 22, but very tiny, very petite, with what appeared to be a bullet wound to the right side of her head.
The woman did not have any identification on her, so at that point she was considered a Jane Doe.
She was partly nude, but still in her underwear, boots, and socks. She had glasses kind of hanging off her face and some jewelry. The boots were kind of a hiking boot. We called them waffle stompers. One was tied and one wasn't, which seemed to indicate that maybe she was either getting dressed or undressed when she was shot.
When detectives arrive, they ask Walter Morris and Kathy Gogol to bring them back to the woods where they found Jane Doe.
All summer long, I ran a produce stand on the corner of 164th and the Bothell Everett Highway, selling the produce that we grew on our farm. And in the early evening, on August 23rd, 1972, all of a sudden, there's all these police cars heading up Penny Creek Road. And I thought, wow, I wonder what happened up there.